Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for the Belle Collective, Season 3, Episode 6. Child, let's just jump right into the mess, honey. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you get anything out of the content. Now, child, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. When the episode first opens up, Sophia was walking off, right? She was walking off. And she had just turned to Selena and called her an extra. Well, baby, what she say that for? So she turns around and she's like, show me then, show me. So she walking up towards Selena. So then the heifer started fussing. Then Selena threw a drink in her face, threw a glass in her face. It was something like that, honey. And then it was the brawl for it all. Everybody's trying to pull them apart. Everybody's trying to stop the melee from going down. So in the confessional, Akeisha was like, yeah, I noticed that there was a cut on Sophia, So Gucci, Shantae's hand. And I'm just trying to figure out what would make Selena be so low class. Ma'am, you are always talking about somebody's class. Your friend ain't that classy either. Is that your friend? Honey, she's not that classy either. She walked up to her and said, show me then, show me. Now, in the illustrious words of all the people that I know from around the way, run up, get done up. I'm just saying. She ran up on her. Now, I'm not saying she should have turned around and threw the drink at her or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But she was coming at her in a threatening manner like, I'm ready to get it started. So got it started. She did. So in the other confessional, Sanjay said, Sophia has always been disrespectful, but her mom had it up to there. But my question is this. Why has she had it up to there now that the cameras are up? Now, I have to play devil's advocate and I have to see both sides, y'all, because I'm trying to remain as neutral as possible. Why now? After y'all had been in all types of settings together, did you decide to act a fool today? So Letitia is going in there trying to check on Sophia and she's like, let me see your hand. Oh my gosh, you need to go to the hospital. Somebody call ambulance. Oh, Lord. Shout out to Sheree, honey. Child, somebody call ambulance. So her hand is cut open and she's like, you need to go. And Selena needs to get up out of here. So Latrice is like, yeah, they both need to go. Because I'm trying to figure out, y'all could be together at the baby shower, but y'all chose here, my event, to do what y'all wanted to do. Y'all want to do this now? Now, Latrice, I feel bad for you. I really do. But girl, you already knew what time it was when y'all went to that dress shop and went to go pick out said dresses or whatever y'all were going to wear to the event. She told you that she did not like Sophia. Now, I understand why you would think, well, I mean, why would they do this here? I mean, I've seen them together in a setting, so it's cool. But we have to think of the differences. Number one, it was at a baby shower and they did not want to do all of that when they're supposed to be celebrating the baby and was the star of the show. Number two, JJ was in attendance and they definitely were not going to be coming to a fisticuffs in front of JJ and his plats. So that's the reason why they weren't acting a fool. But here today, they decided to act up. Like, that's just crazy. So Latrice is like, no, both of them have to go. Selena has to leave and so does Sophia. They need to get out. So Latrice goes and tells Selena, yeah, I just think it's best that you leave. I just want y'all to cool down or whatever. And so Selena leaves the event and she's outside and she's like, is my daughter good? Is she good here? And Latrice is like, yeah, she's good. I'm telling you right now, if my mama just got in a fight, I'm leaving. Honey, pack it up. We will take it to go. Honey, give me a wig, 1B natural, just, probably 14 to 16 inches, honey, so I can have a little everyday look, 180% density. I got to go. Okay, pack the wig the hell up and I got to go. My mama had a fight. I wish I would stay in a building. And my mama just got through having a fight. And I'm just like, okay, girl, now let's see the wigs. No. Moving forward. So Selena leaves. But Latrice is distraught, okay? She crying because her event is totally ruined. So Letitia swoops in to save the day, honey. She starts using her motivational speaking skills. And she's like, girl, this has no bearing on you. This has nothing to do with you. I know exactly how you feel. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Your event was amazing, okay? Don't let these people ruin anything for you. It's not your fault. She is such a sweetheart. That's why Letitia was my favorite Belle season 1. And I know that she's referring to season 1 when Marie came in there and acted a fool at her brunch because she was mad about that crunchy hair that she claimed she got from Latrice's goddess lengths. I know that's what she was referring to. So yes, she knows exactly how you feel. But Latrice, don't do that no more. Don't invite these heifers anywhere together. Just leave them separate. So inside, Sophia is acting like Latrice set it up. Because Akeisha was like, well, are you going to go talk to Latrice? She was like, I know she didn't want this happening at her event. But, I feel like she might have set it up. Girl, are you crazy? Now, why on earth would Latrice set up y'all to act a fool and ruin her wig party? That lady ain't studying you, in the words of my grandmother. That lady is not studying you. Why would she orchestrate y'all to tear up and embarrass her at an event she paid good money for? Make it make sense, Sophia, Shantae, So Gucci. Make it make sense. So Akeisha was like, well, girl, I'm going to go ahead and leave with you so I can take you to the hospital and we can get that hand checked out. So they leave out. So she goes up, Akeisha that is, and she says, girl, I'm going to go ahead and go. Thank you for inviting me. And on behalf of Sophia, I apologize. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. The fact that Sophia walked out of there and didn't say anything to Latrice is crazy. Ma'am, y'all destroyed this lady's event. You and Selena owe her an apology for acting in this lady's place. Like, this is crazy. And Akeisha, you want to talk about Selena being classless. Your friend not apologizing for getting in a fight, having you speak for her. I feel like that's a little classless. Girl, no matter if it was your fault or not, honey, you still were involved in it. You turned around and started going in. So, girl, anyway, Sophia is really leaving, honey, and acting like she didn't act out at all. In the next scene, Mr. Willie is back. Hey, sir. He's in town. He's in Mississippi for a week. So they're at home and, just getting acclimated to being back with the children together and all of this. And he's asking Akeisha how Ferris Street is coming along. And she's telling him, it's coming. But we're at the mercy of the city. I think that's what she said. But from the sounds of it, it sounds like it's at a standstill like it was for Letitia. It seems like same project, different season, same result. Now, I don't know if they're waiting on permits. I don't know if she's waiting on more people to join. I'm not sure exactly what's happening, but it's not moving like she would like for it to move. But I have to say this. Aside from Akeisha being classist, ma'am, put your pinky finger down, okay, for just one moment. You stay with that pinky finger in the air sipping a spot of tea. Girl, go on, put your pinky finger down because you know that y'all was acting a fool last season, okay, and you were involved. So don't act like it's just them this season. Come on, girl. But aside from that, because I'm starting to like you a little bit, I really do love seeing black families like this. I liked seeing Akeisha with her family. Her and Willie seem to really balance each other. I was just thinking, I wonder how they met. I want to meet a nice guy that thinks I'm his queen and can't wait to get home to me. Well, not home to me, honey, because I don't want to live with no man. But honey, that's a story time for another day. But I was just looking and I was just like, they look so cute together. I really did enjoy this scene. I really did. In the next scene, So Gucci is at home, honey, sitting by the dock of the bay. So while she out there looking at the water, JJ comes out. So he sits down and he was like, yeah, I heard a lot about it. Gosh darn it. I heard what went down. And Selena shouldn't be putting her hands on you. So Sophia is playing like she's the victim, talking about Sanjay was there and you gonna act like this in front of her. And I forgot to mention this. Back at the event, why in the world was Sophia, Shantae, So Gucci talking in third person? Talking about, yeah, I feel like Latrice set it up because So Gucci confronted her about that closing. And so now she's angry with So Gucci and she set her up. I was like, girl, what? Oh, my goodness, honey. You give a person a second season and they lose their mind. So she's acting like she ain't do nothing. Sophia, you're saying how could she act like this in front of Sanjay? How were you acting by not speaking to her mom? You didn't think she was going to notice that? You didn't think her mom was going to tell her, well, girl, she spoke to you, but she sure ain't speak to me. You didn't think that? Okay. So she's like, I just want to know why. Why would she do this now? I'm trying to figure out why would she pick that time to start acting up? So JJ was like, well, I feel like she jealous of you. I don't know what she got against you because me and her, we over. So in the confessional, JJ tells us he was married to Selena for 12 years. They were separated for 5. And all she wanted to do was drink, party, pass out, honey. She wanted to be in a club. So he told her that he would keep the girls. He would raise them. So he kept them and he was raising them on his own. And then when he met Sophia, she was helping him out because he was doing everything by himself. He said, she combed their hair. She was there for them, helped with their homework, whatever it is that they needed. She was like, yeah, I was doing everything because Selena was basically an absent parent. Well, somebody lying, okay? Because the girls are saying that you were not around them like that. And when you were of no help to them. So I don't know who lying. I don't know if it's you got a little lying problem. They got a little lying problem. Selena got a little lying problem. Somebody lying. And JJ, you are triangulating all the women. Okay, you really are. And it's starting to make me think you might want to be back over there with Selena, or you're trying to make her jealous. Like, this is not making any sense. So JJ, you want us to believe that Selena was an absentee parent? Not these two on a campaign to make this lady look like a trash can parent on TV. Let me tell you something. I'm speaking directly to all of y'all. JJ, Selena, Sophia, Shantae, So Gucci, all 5 of y'all. I'm speaking to y'all. Do not let this show and the producers of this show cause you to say things that you cannot come back from. Because when you say things like, she was a trash can parent, all she wanted to do was be in the club, she was neglecting her kids, Sophia is making it seem like she had to comb their hair because they ain't had no mama. These are things that they're going to see. So, child, don't act the fool for this check and can't come back from it. I'm just saying. So JJ was like, yeah, Selena was manipulating the kids and trying to poison the family. And she trying to get to me through the girls. So Sophia goes, yeah, I just feel like we took 3 steps back. We took some steps forward. Now we taking some steps back. So now we got to try to get it back together. I'm going to apologize. I'm going to apologize to Sanjay, since her mom can't be the person that will do it, since she can't set the best example. Ma'am, you aren't an example either. If we really want to be real. And if I were Sanjay, I wouldn't want to hear from you. Because you can't even speak to my mama. And I'm trying to figure out what is the real issue here. Like, what is it really? So JJ was like, yeah, we can't let their ignorance interfere with what we got going on. So then he says that Selena is jealous of Sophia because she isn't happy in her life. I wish people would stop pulling the jealousy card. Isn't that woman engaged? Every time something goes down, it's because a person is jealous. Sometimes it's simply, I don't like you. And that's just that on that. So then he was like, yeah, and Latrice, I feel like she set it up. I know a rat when I smell a rat. Here goes Sophia, a hood rat. Baby, these two are hell. Do you hear me? So Gucci said that Latrice reached out to her, but she's not ready to talk to her. What did Latrice do to you exactly at this event? Not speaking for all the other times. Okay, not everything else. What specifically did she do to you at this moment? Is it because she's also cool with Selena and she brought her there? Like, what is the reason? Because really and truly, you should be reaching out to her to offer her an apology for the way you behaved at her event. Like, I just don't understand, honey. You were showing out. Be so serious right now, honey. Just please be so serious. In the next scene, Letitia's down at the Enterprise. Hey, girl, just sitting up there doing absolutely nothing. And a lady by the name of MEASHAIMO stopped by. Shout out to the other Meishas. So she stopped by. She's a nurse and she's an aspiring entrepreneur. And she's one of Letitia's mentees. So she took her to Latrice's event. And she was kind of embarrassed because they were acting a plumb fool. And here she is, being the mentor of it all, and she's taking the mentee, and the mentee looking like, girl, say what now? Girl, this where you be hanging out? Ooh, honey, if you cannot go to a wig launch, where the hell could you go? Honey, it was giving very much Bella Noches. So they sit down, they start talking about the event and how everything went down. So she's like, everybody was being cordial at first, and then everybody started hollering. And girl, I didn't know you were taking me to the Hood Chronicles. So then Letitia said, that Misha was real nervous. This is what she was saying in her confessional. It's so weird for me to say Misha and I'm Misha. I don't know, it's just strange. Anywho, Letitia said that Misha was kind of nervous about what to wear, because she knew it was a Belle event. So she was kind of nervous about what to do. But if she knew they were going to cut up like that, she could have worn the fish fry fit that she wore at the card party last Friday. Child, not the jeans and the casual t-shirt with the dunks, honey. This is a fool. So they're sitting down trying to figure out how they can bring the ladies back together. So Letitia decided to get the ladies together for a peace treaty to try and bring the peace back. Girl, good luck. Misha was like, well, although I didn't get to network, I still feel like you're somebody that I can look up to, especially with how caring you were with Latrice, and you were really just trying to help everybody. So, I'm still in that thing. We still good. Side note, because I thought this was so funny, y'all. Why when JJ was talking to Sophia, he said, I know a rat just like Uncle Clifford. That's why Latrice didn't want to close with you. Sir, not Uncle Clifford down at the Pink. Honey, rule number 6,476. Never fight at a wig party. When I tell y'all I hollered, I said, baby, not Uncle Clifford. Now Latrice jealous of her as well. I forgot to tell y'all. Latrice is jealous. Selena is jealous. Everybody is jealous. Child, it's the delusions for me. In this confessional, he said Latrice should have talked to Sophia about not closing on that building or whatever. And I agree with that. I totally agree. I have said time and time again that she should have at least had a conversation with her to let her know it wasn't happening. But, the show must go on. So, what's going to happen now? He said he felt like Latrice was satanic. Now, you mean to tell me you've been feeling like Latrice has been satanic and last season y'all were double dating? I thought you and Uncle Clifford were cool. I'm not understanding the strife. I'm really not. But he said it made them closer because anything could have happened to Sophia Shantae Soguchi. JJ, calm down. Your wife was not in any direct danger. I can't say JJ love his wife, child. He a rider. Back over here to the mess. That was just a side note, child, because I really did cackle when he called that man Uncle Clifford. I said, child, what is going on? And back over here at the Enterprise with Letitia and Miss Misha, she's just saying that Letitia is very sweet, and so she's going to continue on being one of her mentees. And yes, Letitia has a great heart. She's always concerned about other people. That's why Glendale think he can get over. But Letitia, I was watching you in that office, and you were having like a FaceTime conference, Zoom call type of thing on your phone. Girl, if you don't go on down to the local Costco or the Best Buy and get yourself some type of MacBook or Mac computer or an HP, girl, don't be sitting up in no Enterprise with no phone on no stand. Girl, goodbye. Moving forward. In the next scene, Marie is at her daughter's dance practice, and her daughter, Zuri, is a member of the Purple Diamonds. Okay, Marie. Okay, girl. I love to see authentic story. Get into it. So they're trying to teach her how to do a tuck and roll. Baby, they got Marie down on this flow. Okay, Marie, that was smooth. You were smooth with it. She said she used to be a dancer back in school, and her mom was not really involved, but she really wants to make sure that she's there for her daughter. Marie, you know what? I was a dancer in school too. I was a majorette in high school, and I was a dancer in college. Because I was looking at your uniform. I said, girl, that's bringing back memories. And a lot of people are like, Marie so old. How she got a young child like that? Marie is in her 40s. I think she might be 2 years older than me. Now, granted, she down in the Mississippi, and she carries herself a little bit older, but she's not that old. And also, people saying Marie is old and how can she have a small daughter? Honey, Kenya is 52 years old and Brooklyn is 3. If she that old. Child, mind your uterus. Moving forward. So while she in there at the dance rehearsal, Sophia just so happened to stop in. She's like, girl, I seen your car. And I was like, let me see if Marie in here. Girl, just come on in and film the scene. So she's telling Marie that it's bringing back memories of when the girls were in dance and they had to be everywhere, this, there, and this place. And she was like, speaking of the girls, so yeah, you didn't come to the event, but it was going down. Okay, I pulled up. I wanted to support Latrice. I was in a good mood. Girl, you didn't even want to speak to Latrice. Let's be for real. She said, I spoke to Tambra, and Selena was like, oh, you didn't see me. So I turned around. I called her an extra, and why should I be talking to you? And she must have been ashamed that I said that. So she tapped me on my shoulder and she threw a drink in my face. And the next thing you know, everybody was fighting. Everybody was on the floor. And I just really can't remember anything that happened. People trip me out. They always trying to use that temporary amnesia. And I just blacked out. I can't even remember anything. She was like, yeah, but I do remember seeing Latrice over in the corner fake crying. So Marie was like, you think she was being fake? She said, girl, she wasn't worried about me over there with them fake tears. Girl, she was crying because she didn't get to shade y'all with them wigs. That's what she was crying about. Y'all messed up everything. Do you hear me? Everything. So Marie hops in the confessional. And she's like, yeah, she knew Selena had an issue with Sophia. So why would she bring her there? That's what she does. She's a snake. Y'all know Marie cannot stand Latrice. Well, she also saw them coexist, Marie, at that baby shower. Now, was it because JJ was there? I think so. Me personally, I would not have invited them both. I just would not have done that. But that's just me. In the next scene, Latrice and Tambra, they meet up in the park so they can talk. Tambra wants to check on her because she wants to see how she's doing after everything went down. So Latrice is telling her, I always invite Selena to my events. She's always in attendance. We're real friends. And this was like her first fight ever in life. She does not fight. This was like her first fight. Tambra said, oh, girl, it didn't look like it. Ciao. And again, why did you choose to have your first fight ever in life at this big grown age, number one? And also, when the cameras were up. If she didn't want to speak to you, guess what? I would not have let her even know I was pressed for her to speak to me. I would have acted like she was not even there. Okay? Her in that big green outfit would have been completely invisible to me. Baby, pay her dust. See, you let her know that you were bothered. That's why her and JJ are sitting by the dock of the bay saying that you are jealous of them and you want her man because you're giving her too much. It's too much energy. It's too much. So Latrice was like, I just feel like Selena got pushed to a point and she was triggered. Pushed or not, that does not mean you get physical. I don't care where she was pushed to. A nice little read would have been good, or giving her the cold shoulder, that would have been even better. Latrice was like, I just feel like Selena, just couldn't take anymore. So then she said that Selena did reach out to her and say she didn't want things to go like that and that Sophia had triggered her. So if she gets in her confessional, she's like, people need to learn how to control their words. Don't belittle people. Words matter. Latrice, tell that to Uncle Clifford because he definitely needs to know not to belittle you and that words matter. I'm just saying. So then Tambra was like, I never wanted to get to violence. That was just a little bit too much. Latrice was like, even though me and Sophia aren't on the best of terms, I still feel bad for her. Well, Sophia feels like you're a wolf in sheep's clothing, honey, and you set up the whole thing. So there's that. So then Tambra was like, I've been friends with Selena for years, but I'm just getting to know Sophia so Gucci Shantae. And she did say my butt was fake. I feel like she needs to give that title to the rightful owner. Baby, y'all know she was shading Marie. Child, this right here is a mess. Moving forward. Oh, Lord, Glendale is back in this booth. Carlos Kane, please spare us this man trying to live his dreams now that this camera is rolling. My ears can't take it, honey. Okay? So JJ drops by. He gassing him up. I guess every talentless rapper needs a hype man. JJ is over here hyping up Glendale, honey. JJ is giving Lil Jon and Glendale is the East Side Boys. So anywho, he over here hyping him up. So they sit down, they start talking. He's asking him how, he's coping with losing his grandmother and trying to get Letitia back, writing this music, dropping some beats. And he was like, my grandmother would have wanted me to continue. I can't fold. Sir, you ain't been to grandma's house in a month of Sundays. You didn't even know what was going on with her health. So Glenn is like, I caught wind of the wig party. Not you and Letitia pillow talking, or did you put a recording device on her clothes as well? Because what you mean you caught wind of it? She the one that told you. So JJ starts telling him that Selena tapped Sophia on the shoulder asking if she was going to speak, and she ain't never did that before. JJ, I'm also need you to address why your wife would be rude and not speak to your ex in front of your daughter. We have to call everybody out. Yes, it is awful coincidental, honey. Is it a coincidence that Selena decided to do this of all days? But we also need to call out Sophia. Why would you not speak to her? My daughter is here. But you want to pretend like you want the blended family. How you want the blended family when you're not blending? It's not making no sense. You need to at least speak knowing that man's daughter was in attendance. He's like, so they got to fighting. Then he started saying that it was at Latrice's party. So he feels like Sophia had already confronted her about the building. So he felt that it was premeditated and Latrice set up the whole thing. Listen, I don't put nothing past nobody. I'm telling you that right now. But I really do think that she invited her because she supports Goddess Lanes. I do not feel like she got together to conspire to make Sophia mad. I just don't think she gave her that much attention. I really don't. He said Latrice got darn it and Uncle Cliff got darn it. They set it up, got darn it. And that's just that on that. So he was like, Selena and Sophia have always been around each other for 15 years. I got with Sophia in 2005. So now she want to act a fool? He knows that Latrice is behind it. I'm going to say this, okay? I'm going to say this. All three of them are to blame. Let me just hear me out. Sophia ran up talking about show me, okay? Latrice invited Selena, and Selena lost it and threw the drink. All three of them are in some type of wrong, okay? Because you can't just put fault on one person. You really cannot. You have to realize when a person is trying to bait you, Selena. When somebody runs up to you, well, show me. Girl, you will be acting a clown all by yourself. You will be a one-man circus to make sure that you embarrass yourself. Anywho, moving forward. So Child Glenn done played this song for whatever reason. And of course, JJ made him feel like he was Nas. Gosh darn it. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I bobbed my head to it a little bit. But honey, you ain't no Andre 3000. Goodbye. In the next scene, Marie and So Gucci are at the Christmas parade because they're watching Zuri. So Sanjay helps Zuri to prepare to be a part of it. So she's coming to the parade as well. So Marie tells Sophia that Sanjay is coming. So, maybe y'all can at least speak and see what happens. So in the confessional, Sophia is like, I know that she's going to take her mom's side, but she has to look at it. Her mom started it. And, I was just being so Gucci. I was just being me. Ma'am, are you really not going to accept any fault in any of this? JJ got you thinking the way that you behave is acceptable. So when Sanjay showed up, she spoke to Marie, but she kind of like brushed off Sophia, like not even looking at her. And so Shantae Sophia So Gucci was like, I just want to apologize to you. So she starts apologizing to her about what happened at the wig party. Now, my thing is this. If this is a real sincere apology, you would have pulled her to the side. It is no reason Marie should be standing in the middle of y'all. Marie ain't got nothing to this is family business. You should have pulled her to the side. So Sanjay is looking at her like, girl gone. She said, Shantae is being fake. We were on a path to healing after we had that talk last season. And even after that talk, we had another conversation with Sophia, me and my sisters. And we told her about how we feel like she disrespects our mom. And she was saying, well, I ain't got nothing against your mama. But after that, she disrespected my mama again. So this right here is fake. So Sanjay said, we've been in the same room and it never got to that point. First, the disrespect was too much and my mom could sense that. And if you was going to walk up and not speak to her, then why even go over there? So Sophia was like, well, I was just speaking to Tambra. I wasn't speaking to her. Sanjay said, still, if you knew you weren't going to speak, then why did you go over there? I think both of them share a little bit of the blame. It takes nothing to speak. You should have spoken. You learned that in kindergarten. When you enter a room, you speak to all the people in the room. You know that. Miss Southern Belle Collective, you know that. Anyway, it takes nothing to speak. That's the ultimate disrespect. You should have spoken. A simple hello. You could have given a blanketed hello. If you knew Tambra was in this woman's general vicinity and you didn't want to be bothered with her, you should have been like, oh, hey, Tambra, and walked the other direction. You showing out because just days prior to that, you spoke at that baby shower. Now, as far as Selena, no matter what Sophia said to you or what she said at all, you should have ignored her. And you definitely should not have taken it to that extent. That's just the real. Sanjay said right here that Sophia has been disrespectful. So why you acting a fool now that y'all are in this setting? I don't understand that. So Sanjay got back in her confessional and she was like, listen, I'm not buying nothing that she's saying. It's not genuine. She waited until I was at this event when she could have easily called me or had my dad set something up, but she want to wait until now. Now, listen, I agree with that. And what makes it even more fake for me is the fact that Marie is there. If this is real, then y'all should have handled it before now. And that was the end of the episode. Oh, child, one more thing. When Glendale was talking to JJ and JJ was talking about he was so excited that he now has a grandson, so now there's a boy in the mix, Glendale said out of his mouth, yeah, it's a lot of testosterone in there. It's some testosterone in there. I'm convinced that Letitia got with him in high school and he never went to class. He never went to nobody's class. He was good looking and skipped school because child is a fool. Y'all comment down below and tell me exactly what you thought about this episode. Also, rest in peace to Miss Marie. Miss Marie was Glendale's grandmother, and she went home on November 15th of 2022. Glendale, my prayers to you, all jokes aside, and my condolences to your family. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.